Hello, welcome everyone to the stream. How's everybody doing today? Looks like we got a few people here. Welcome. I'm gonna pull up my chat in a different window here because last time it was not working in my stream view. Alright. Welcome everyone to the stream. Today we're just going to be working on some visual effects. I'm just trying to find a certain model here that I want. In nature under terrain, yep, this is it. That's this island 3D model. Okay, that's what we're going to want. And now I'm just going to be making a fusion composition. Shot 1. And make this like 10 seconds long. That sounds pretty good. Stuff I'm going to be using is on productioncrate.com. There's a link down in the description below to where you guys can get all that. It's an affiliate link, so it does help me out. Welcome everyone to the stream. Alright, I've got my mesh here. Just got to give it a few seconds to load. Hey, what's up? It's a pretty high quality model here, so let's give it a few more seconds. There we go. And as you can see, it is huge, so we're going to need to scale this down because I don't like it to be that big. It just gets annoying because then you have to scale all the stuff that defaults in small up. Alright, so something like that. That's a good size. And I'm just going to bring this up. To about there. And move it over. And I'm just going to try and center this as much as possible. That's looking pretty good. And if I right click in here, do shadows. Now we can kind of see it. As you can see, that's a super high quality model. They do actually have a higher quality. This is considered the low poly model. Let's go ahead and throw some textures on here. So I have my textures. Let's throw this into a ward. And if we view that, as you can see, we can see that there. And I also want to do a reflect texture. Alright. And then we will have our luminance map. So specular color. Actually, intensity, I'm sorry. And then this is also going to come into the intensity on here. And then I also have a bump map. Bump map. There we go. So as you can see, we have a nice bump map here that it creates. And we can plug that into both of these. Just like that. Now we can go ahead and plug this into our FPX mesh, and we have a textured mountain. As you can see, it's looking a little bit white there, and what we need to do is come into the reflect and then just tone that down a little bit. Actually, never mind, that's in the ward under the specular. So if we bring the intensity down, that should fix it. Believe. I've done this, I just did this a little bit ago. I forgot exactly how to do it. Let's turn on auto proxy. So otherwise this is going to be kind of slow. I'll check high quality maybe. Let's see. But we got to figure out how to get all these little white dots away. If we bring the glancing strength all the way down. All the way up, so I can affect it. To be honest, I don't know if we need the reflect node in there. I think we can get away with just the ward. So let's try that. So if we come in here and bring the intensity all the way down. There we go. That's looking pretty good. And what I'm planning on doing is just, having like a camera following a missile that's going to come in and hit onto the mountain. And using the production crate explosion elements, which are really nice. So I believe on production crate there's a missile. So let's go ahead and find that. And found it. Wait a minute. I gotta see if they have a 3D object for that. Doesn't look like it. I thought for sure that they had something around that. So we'll look here. If anyone has any questions or feedback, please let me know. Alright, here's the missile. I found it. The missile's actually a free one, so you guys can get that without using the subscription, which is always nice. So let's go ahead and just extract this. Come back to my chat, so I hopefully don't miss any like last time. And we will import this and merge these up, and now we'll see how long this takes to load in. Should be a good amount smaller, so hopefully not that long. Then I'll get all my maps ready. So it's got like a diffuse, gloss. So it might need reflections on this one to make it look right. And speaking of, I should try and find cloud photo. I had one before, I know. Let me see, where is this? This model's taking a little while to load. That's not that good. We will see if it does. Should maybe have loaded it separate. Let's see if we can cancel the loading action without crashing it. Looks like we might be crashing Fusion. That wouldn't be good. Should actually get my stream overlays on. There we go. Forgot about that. But yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to crash Davinci here. We're gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna just hide my display capture. Come on up and close that out. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see if this closes. Welcome to the stream. How's everyone's day going? I got a few people watching. Alright, there we go. It just crashed. We'll get this up here soon. Almost up. Alright, where'd it go? Here it is. Found it. Oh, hey. Yeah, thanks for that. That's pretty cool. Alright, DaVinci's back up, so we're going to go ahead and view that. Load this model. It should go a little faster. But yeah. That's the annoying thing about Fusion is it doesn't quite load these messages or models right. Alright, there we go. We're gonna make sure high quality's off, auto proxy on, all that stuff, just to make it playback a little bit faster. We're going to save it. It's always important. And then add in this model. And we'll try viewing it alone first and see if this works. Or we'll see if it crashes again. Hopefully it does not crash. Welcome everyone to the stream. If you guys have any questions about anything Davinci Resolve, please let me know. I wonder why this takes so long to load. Like if the model is corrupted or something. It might be people use one of their pre-made model things and not actually have it 3D. Let's see. Can we safely delete this? Doesn't look like it. Well, that stinks. Yeah, it just gets hung up on those for some reason. Let's go ahead and crash that again. Or force close it. It was already crashing. So I wonder what other alternatives we can do. So let's pull up the Production Crate website. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, this is it. It's really nice. So if we just search missile. Cannot type today. So we have this AMG missile. This is what it's supposed to be. Right? But I wonder, could we get away just using one of these things? I don't think so though. Not how I want it to be set up. But yeah, so I really want to use this model. So even if I have to find it off of a different site, let's try Sketchfab. That's another decent site for this. To search missile. Make sure it is downloadable. And now we can come through and find one that we like. I like this one. It's the basic missile. Here we go. It's loading. Yeah, that one looks pretty nice. I think I'll go ahead and use this. There we go. It's got some cool looks to it, and it's OBJ. So that's compatible with Davinci Resolve. So go ahead and do that. Come up, show it in the folder. That not go. Show in folder. Here we go. Okay. And now let me just extract this. Alright. It's a RAR file. Oh, I do have an opener. Good. Okay. Save to folder. And I'll just go ahead and put this in my downloads. There we go. Let's see. Seems like it's kind of hung up halfway here. Go find the locations it's going to be in then. It's kind of frozen. Okay, well, let's get this model loading. We can maybe work on some of the sky stuff while we wait for this. I'm just going to leave this open in my second window. We could actually get the water going, because we will need that for it to look good. Okay. And how we're going to do the water is let's grab a fast noise. And if we view that, we can add some detail, or actually, well, we want detail actually. And then to scale it all the way out, and like a little bit of a seethe rate, this is going to be like the waves. Gonna hide that. So however fast you want the waves to be, then we will grab a plane, and use a displace to do that. Let's make the texture first though. So just grab background, into a ward, into a reflect, and into the shape. And if we view the shape, what we want to do is go ahead and size this up as big as we can. Well, not as big as we can. We can go as big as we want, but we'll just do that. There we go. So that's pretty good. And now we will, we can enable lighting and shadows, but if we come, oh, what is that? That's weird. Okay. So we can come and grab our sky texture that I have right here. Let's just use this one and plug this into the reflect in the reflect color intensity. Alright. We actually need a sphere map. Now as you can see, the reflections will work right. And after this, I add a displace. Displace 3D has to be that. And the fast noise needs to come into there. Okay, now as you can see, we kind of got like a waterish look. And inside the shape 3D, let's bring the subdivisions up to about 800. Let's do. There we go. So that's looking kind of weird. And we need this background to be like a blue. Maybe a lighter blue. Okay, something up there. Let's bring the fast, or in the displace, bring this down. Then in the reflect, add some face-on strength and glancing strength. So there we go. That's looking pretty good. I got a bunch of waves. Okay. And now we can go ahead and merge both of these up. This is where it's going to start getting kind of slow. Slow for your computer. Okay. So we now have our island. That's looking kind of interesting. Let's come into the fast noise and just up the brightness. Bring down the contrast maybe. Just make everything just a little bit smaller. There we go. I'm liking that look. So we get a little bit of the sandy beaches. We could even come into the VFX mesh and drag that down. There we go. I like that. Hey, what's up, Soap Reviews? I'm pretty good. How about yourself? Huh. This, extracting the file did not work. It's just refusing to go. Let me find where I put that in. There we go. Source, and open that. And I will save that. And yeah, I don't know why that's not working. Huh, that's weird. Okay, but now we got this. And we can go ahead and add some lighting. So let's just grab a spotlight. I want to stay pretty organized with this because this is going to turn into a pretty big project, I have a feeling. So let's go ahead and just compact everything. And just give us plenty of room to work. So it'll be a bunch of panning around, but that's fine. And then we'll have lights down here. So spotlight. And now the spotlight we can just drag out. And if we come into here, we can do use target. That'll always point it at the center. In that case, it's the island. So we want to pull this out. We don't want this to be out too far, just because then it'll be slower when we up the shadow map quality. Well, we can do something like that and put this wherever we need it. So it all depends on what side of the island we want to use. Because I kind of want it to be a face-on light. So do that, and then we will bring it as close as possible. Before that starts happening, the cutoff. Okay. And the scale is kind of off. As you can see, it's kind of getting hard to scroll accurately. So if you just do 3D, or if you come to scale and then scale to fit, that should help reset it just a little bit. We could also just do custom scale, enter, and now that will make everything easier again. Yeah, no problem. Alright, do you know anyone else who works on Fusion VFX? There's a bunch of people over in the Davinci Resolve Discord server, like CB Super, Learn Now VFX, or Learn Now FX. He actually makes plugins, which is really cool. Who else does that? John's Films, William Justice. There's a bunch of cool people that do a bunch of cool Fusion effects. Alright, let's add in an ambient light. This will just brighten everything up, making it look like it's reflecting off water, and just give it overall a more realistic effect. There we go. That's looking pretty good. I like that. Alright. This thing still has not extracted. Terrible joke, yeah. Alright. Let's see if we can find a different missile then, if this one is not going to work. Or, will it work? No, it won't do that. Let's go ahead and close that. Come out of here and try and find another one that I like. Rocket launcher, that's kind of cool. Missile. Yeah, see, this one's like too fat. I don't like that for what I'm trying to do. I really like the basic missile here. Oh, I spelled it wrong, whoops. That'd be why none are showing up. Let's see, that's a paid one. We don't want that. Don't really want to spend money on this here. How about something like this? This looks pretty good. Let's let it load. Get the high quality version. And I like that. I really like that. Let's go ahead and download that. Ooh. What format is that? I don't know if that's supported. Let's see here. Oh, it is. It is supported. That's nice. Fusion supports like every file, which is pretty cool. Unlike stuff like After Effects, you need a plugin first off, and then that one like only supports OBJ. That's Element 3D that I'm talking about. Hopefully this one is not compressed again. Well, it's compressed again, but it's at least in one that I can easily extract. Alright, and here is the model. Oh, what happened here? Why did this turn red? What is going on? Oh, I see. Okay, so now hopefully this doesn't crash when I view it. Hey, there we go. That was pretty fast. So let's put this into this and view that total. And go ahead, drag this out, up, and over. I'm not sure exactly how big it is, but I feel like it'd be a lot smaller than this. So let's just go ahead and bring the size down. Maybe something like that. That'd be good. Okay, let's just get this in my view though. Here, if we just view this, we can do scale to fit. There we go. That'll be nice. Okay. And now for textures. Okay, this looks like our diffuse. Let's actually go ahead and bring this up here. We can add just a pipe. So we have something like that. Just kind of keep it neat. I actually don't like that. I just want it to be straight. Okay. And now we want, after this, a ward and a reflect, because I believe there were some reflections on this. And let's go ahead and plug that in. We'll think for a moment, and we have it. And we have our shading here. Intensity and reflect intensity. And we'll grab the same sphere map. Where did that go? That's up here. Put this down here maybe. And connect that up into this color intensity here. So now we have the same reflections, which is pretty cool. As you can see. You can see how it tends like to be a little bit blue. A little bluish there. What else? What other textures? There's a bunch. It says metallic. So is this actually supposed to be the intensity? Maybe. Looks about the same. And we have our normals. This is bump map. So let's go ahead, shift space, add a bump map, and hook this up to their appropriate categories. There we go. And then we finally have a roughness map. Oh, it's kind of lagging out here. Okay, so the roughness. Wait a minute. Nope. Okay. Yeah, this is really lagging right now. I'm not sure what happened. DaVinci has just slowed down. There might be something about having the bump map in both these, because it was after I did that all of a sudden just like shut down. Okay. After any action, it just freezes up. Whether it's saving, moving something, or whatnot. And I'm unable to pan in here at the moment. What is going on? It's not maxing out my system. Let's go ahead and just try and delete these two nodes. Okay, now is it going? Okay, now it's working fine. Except for saving. I think we're just gonna have to live with how it is right now. Okay. Let me close out some of my folders here. You know what, I'm gonna try restarting DaVinci. So let's go ahead and close this. And while we do this, let me get my Sketchfab. I'm gonna find some explosions that I want. So if I just search new on Production Crate, they have a bunch of new explosions. So like, look at these things. They're pretty crazy. These are in 4K. They're really nice, high quality explosions, and they don't have like any glow on them. So you add that all later, which is really helpful. So let's find one of these that we want. Maybe more of like an aerial explosion. Let's try downloading an aerial. And let's say one ground one. I like this one. There we go. So we'll just download both of these. Show them in the folder. And now I'm just going to extract all of these. There we go. Welcome everyone that is new to the stream. How are you guys doing today? If you guys want any of these items, please go to the link down below. As you can see, they're really high quality. And then how I have them set to download is a PNG sequence. So there's a picture for every one of the frames. And then you can just drag all these into DaVinci Resolve and it will import as a clip. I'll just wait for this to load back up. Hopefully it'll be going a little faster. So what I'm planning on doing is getting some of the shots like rendered out, like the first shot, which is just going to be the island, and have that coming in as a media in, just so it'll go a little bit faster. And then we can merge all the fire and stuff on top of that. But yeah, they have a bunch of cool stuff, like some video game stuff here. Embers. Flaming wings. Other... and their type kit inferno thing, which is pretty cool actually. Pretty cool. So you can take all these and just layer them together if you want. Or you can write like a script. But as you can see, they have tons of assets. Alright, but anyways, DaVinci is almost up. And here we go. We're back inside. Let's go ahead and view this. See how long this will take. It's in the wrong spot. So we'll just let this load, and once it is loaded, we will then start finishing up our reflection textures and stuff like that. There we go. That's saving it. Okay. Alright, still looks like my computer's kind of chugging here. Is livestream doing fine for you guys? Because it's kind of cutting out on my end here. And I don't know if it was my fault. I don't know what it is that's crashing this here. Let's try disconnecting this image there, or the missile. And will this work fine now? Is it just because we're so far into the composition that it's kind of hard to render to that? Because it has to update for everything, maybe. Yeah, I'm really curious on why this just like suddenly froze up. Let's try putting everything at half resolution. Okay, now we're going. Here we go. We're back. Okay. Let's try plugging this missile in and seeing if this wrecks everything, which it didn't. So let's go ahead and view just the missile again and set this to fit. There we go. And now we got to get the reflections figured out. So less of a glancing strength, maybe just like a touch of it, because I don't want that much. There we go. There we go. Awesome. And now we'll view all of it. And I guess we can go ahead and start animating this now. So we'll grab a camera and then a render 3D. And plug that into the media out, which I'm still viewing, yep. And what we'll do is actually, if we come into, or pin the camera, come into the use target, and then come up and select the missile. What we'll do is tie all the target points to the missile's points. Okay, so this will always be looking at the missile then. Because there's no reason that I want it to come off the missile. Well, actually, maybe. Maybe I do want it to come off the missile. We'll see. Coming up into the wrong spot here. Okay, there we go. Well, it's all tied to that now, so we can change it later if needed. Okay, let's drag the camera up, pan it around. Bring it in. Pan it around some more. Have this come up. Yeah, actually, I'm not going to want that to have the target here. Let's see, I can just reset. Or set it all to default. Okay, I can't do that. I'll just have to go through and hit remove expression. Okay. But now we're going to take this missile here. Where is it? Is this it? No, that's the camera. I'll just click on that. Try dragging it up. Yep, it moved it. Okay. I'll just move this up, over. Might be in the camera's frame. No, not quite. You know what we could do is scale this up for now. If we just scale it back up to its original size, it'll just make it easier for animating it. So I want this to be kind of close to the camera at the beginning, you know, like extending past it. Let's get the rotation all right. That's not the right rotation. It's going to be a Y rotation. Alright, let's get this to look right now on the camera. Actually, wait a minute. Let's hit use target. And then just rotate it about 90 degrees on the y-axis. And there we go. Now it's always going to be aimed at whatever point we set. Okay, let's do this and then hit fit. Okay. Okay, we're actually going to have to come into the FPX mesh and crank up the target. Here we go. And what I want to do is just have it hit right on the side of the mountain right here. So let's just have it come in a little bit farther. There we go. There we go. Okay, and then with the camera, we can just go ahead and move this. What did I just do? Oh, there was a spotlight there. That's why I'm getting confused. Let's go ahead and move this up. Maybe move it over a bit. Okay, I think that's going to be decent. Let's go ahead and get the scaling right on this missile again. I think it was about 2.8 that I had it at. 2.7's fine. It's hard to do this. I must spend a lot of time on this starring movies. Okay, let's do that. What was the keyboard shortcut for fitting it? Control F, yeah, so in here, Control Fit. There we go. Okay, here we go. That, or if we have the camera pointing to the same spot, that might make it easier. Okay, camera's pointing to the same spot now. So now let's just go ahead and bring this up. And bring the missile back. There we go. That's pretty cool. I like that. Okay, now let's go ahead and animate the camera and its rotation as well. And this and its X rotation. Now if we come into like 120, what we will do is go ahead and bring the missile all the way in to its destination. So it's going to be moving pretty quick. Whoops, I clicked off of it. That's not fun. So we'll just have it so it disappears in the mountain. Okay. There we go. This is coming out, so we'll stop it about right there. And I'll come into the camera. Okay, and go ahead and move that in. Actually, with the camera, let's undo that, and we'll just come all the way to the end. We're to about right here. We'll just have the camera go pretty much all the way in. And we need to move our rocket in just a little bit more. Alright, there we go. We'll just do something like that. So now how long would it take for this thing to load itself so we can play it? And I forgot to animate the Z position on the camera. Yay. Do you guys hate it when you forget to hit the keyframe button on stuff? Happens to me way too much. I need to get like a macro on my mouse that will automatically do that for me. Now the positioning's all messed up. That's not fun. Remember guys, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. And if you guys want any of the models and stuff that I'm using, link in the description. Let's click on this and go ahead and fit that to the view. Maybe. Okay, where is that at? It's right there. So now the camera just needs to come over and in. Hopefully when, oh wait, it's all the way up there. I see it now. It looks like a lot farther away on this. A little closer maybe. I think that was too far. Okay, we'll keep it at that for now. And now we'll go ahead and play it. So we'll add some nice camera shake. Stuff like that. Would it be easier to do the camera shake in the camera? Or would it be easier just to add a camera shake effect after? I think after would be better. For both speed and ease. Alright, let's just go to the edit page. We'd have to hook that up to the media out. This is gonna be a part 1. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of these. Okay, so we'll just actually wait a minute. How are we gonna do this? Because I want fog in this yet too. So let's just add some fog. 3D fog. Actually, wait a minute. Let's actually add 2D fog. But then use a Z channel. So now that will still apply to the mountain. Let's get like a blue color like that. And then the far plane can come in. Yeah, something like that maybe. That's cool. And then the closer that we get, the lighter it becomes. Okay. Now we will add a saver in. Let's call that BG. That should be easy. DaVinci. And save. And now this probably will take a good amount of time. Yeah, we didn't have motion blur or anything. So I think what I'm going to do, let's see how long this is gonna, I'm just gonna close this out. Yes, I want to cancel that. Should I try adding all the explosions right in this composition? I think I will. Otherwise, I will export this overnight and then start streaming again another time. So let's find out when these missiles hit. Looks like about right there. Nope, I don't want mail. I want to get this one up. And let me just grab my aerial explosion. Alright. And I'll drag this in. So as you can see, that's super easy. It just imports as a clip. We'll add image plane, make sure this is not affected by lights. And go ahead and put this up here and plug this in. We need to go ahead, do Control F, there we go. Control F is the command to fit stuff to your screen. Let's go ahead and get all the positioning right here. Add some rotation. Okay, that should be good. And now we'll add some offset to the media in. So let's say we want it to, like the explosion to start on frame 120. So here, let's just view this. Let's hide the merge. Oh, wait a minute. Let's just undo everything and then do hold first frame. For how long? So we want this to be at 120. Then have the first frame hold. Is that what we want to do? Let's actually do this a lot in a simpler way. Reset both these. So it has this explosion, it comes off, and we'll just add a time delay. Or time speed, and then do 120. And then as here, the explosion will start. There we go. That is a crazy high quality explosion. I love that. We save that as it's trying to load. Okay. It's freezing up a little bit again here. But let's go ahead, find this. Click up here and control fit. Well, we actually want our merge to be in the first viewer and not the second. There we go. So if we come into the image plane, the proxy mode turn off or something? Oh, it did. Let's come in here and get all the rotation stuff figured out. And yeah, we'll have to see how that looks. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream for today. Go ahead and get it rendered out tonight, because it'll be a long time before I can actually use my computer. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.